Okay, look. Ignoring my clickbaity title and also how I made a previous video on tier lists and how I rank them, which you should actually just check it out, by the way. I just don't think that tier lists are like the be all and end all type of thing where people should take as gospel and just listen to it the entire time. I just don't. There's so many people that just take this route and think that you don't use a character that's a certain tier and over, then you're pretty much just screwing yourself over in the game. I just find this thought process really wrong. Honkai Star Rail is a turn-based game. It's not so reliant on just how good one character is, as well as how a team will be able to function, how the characters can synergize. Most content of Honkai Star Rail can be cleared with just the free units, so what gives about people just worrying about if a character is good or not? I feel like you should use a character that you like the most, and if not, use characters that can synergize really well. Honkai Star Rail doesn't have a PvP, nor does it have a leaderboard, so what does it matter if someone uses a character that others find to be not as good? For example, someone like Himiko. I hear a lot of YouTubers just talking about how Himiko's not a really good 5-star unit, but I don't see the problem in that. Himiko can still be used in most content of the game, and she'll do just fine. If you get Himiko and you just like her, then just play with her. That's it. Why are there so many people just talking about how you shouldn't just play that character because of her tier? It makes no sense to me. Why is it that if I get a Himiko, then I have to reroll because I want a better 5-star? Isn't it better just build different teams that aren't supposed to be good but can become good? Like some Clara build where you can just dish out a lot of damage from her counters. That'd be cool to make, honestly. It's just mind-boggling how not having a certain character at like SS tier is just gonna make you fail the game entirely. It's so exaggerated because of this whole tier list concept. So what if you have the best 5-star character in the game right now? Cool. You can easily just beat content. That's not going to stop me from using other characters in the game that I like. Look, I get why tier lists are important. Having a good unit early on can make it easier for you to progress the game. Yeah, duh. And having someone like Bronya or Bailu can help with end game content such as Memory of Chaos. Tier lists are subjective. Characters on top of the tier list, bottom of the tier list, can shift so much just based on the state of the game. Some characters that are bad, eventually someone will make a team that will make them really good, and so they'll just go up in the tier list. What's the point then? Tier lists don't matter. As we get more and more characters released in banners in Honkai Star Rail, tier lists just change so much. What you have right now that's like an SS tier character shift all the way down to an A tier. And then what happens? Those characters will not be considered that good anymore. But they're still good. It's just that they're just better ones out there. Honestly, I just think it's bad to think that you should pick this certain character just because they're good. Or what you should think about is how will this character work in my team? There's just so many more factors than just how good a character is on base. We have eidolons, we have levels, we have relics, we have light cones. There's way more factors than just how good a character is to begin with. You can build a character who's rated as bad into someone who's decent or someone who's good. Tier lists will only really matter after you've done all of that, after you've grinded, farmed for hundreds of hours, getting all of the perfect items. At that point, the difference between your built character and someone else's built character is just their base stats when they're released. Unless you want to finish endgame content like Memory of Chaos, everything else that you can do in this game is easily, and I mean easily, able to be cleared just with any character. Characters in higher tiers of a tier list can make a game so much easier, but it doesn't mean it's necessary. Let me bring this up as well. Honkai Star Rail is a gacha game. If you're so reliant on tier lists, then you're gonna need a lot of money to summon for them. You want a team with all SS or S characters, then you gotta be ready to summon for him. You gotta be ready to spend a lot of money getting characters that are in these tiers instead of worrying about using the characters you have right now that are somewhat in the B tier, C tier. If you're fine with just spending so much money to summon for all these characters, then that's fine. What you should do is find a character you like, build them, and make a team that revolves all about them. This would make the game so much more fun since you're spending so much time doing something you actually like doing instead of doing something that other people suggest you to do. It's fine to go optimal route, it's fine to do whatever you want. All I'm saying is don't take a tier list as some kind of gospel, okay? Make sure to subscribe if you want to see some more content regarding Honkai Star Rail and possibly other games down the line. See ya!